Oh, oh. Hello, gamers. How are we doing? How are we surviving in this post gamertopia? Oh, I have to make one more. I gotta do a post at everyone. Okay. There were no survivors, but it's okay. Well, if it's a utopia, let me live in heaven without physical bodies. Isn't that right, Mr. Squidward? Ugh. How did Bart steal dollars? Don't let him take any more dollars. So, okay, I like how that one was automatically let in. Automod caught that one because it said cucks, and then it just automatically was let in. I'm assuming that was Crow's doing. Crow knows that we're pro cuck here. Did you have amazing digital fun? Watching the Amazing Digital Circus or in Italy? Because both one was better than the other, I'll say. Either. I thought the Amazing Digital Circus had great animation and it was okay. I think I don't think it should ever do a season 2. But if it came out with a season 2, I would watch it. I thought it was okay. I will not, I won't spoil anything right now. I'll get into more of it like in a little bit, but I thought it was okay. It was not bad. It was not life changing, but it wasn't, it was worth a, was it worth a watch? The first like 3 episodes are really Reddit, and then it kind of takes itself very seriously and acts like it's saying a lot more than it actually does. And the messaging at the end is a little mixed, but for baby's first, like, I don't know, I have no mouth and I must scream, which it really is not. It's not bad. I think it's worth it for the right kind of audience. Exactly, yeah. This is a piece of media that I think if you are on the internet, you should consume, because there's going to be a lot of really good fan art and like fan animations that come out of it, I think. This feels very like you could cultivate a fucking huge fandom out of this thing. I enjoyed it, but I super wrote it off at first. Yeah, that's how I was too. You amazingly digitally wrote it off at first. Where's my... There's literally already a huge audience for it. Yeah. Hello, Single Dancing Roach. Yes, Single Dancing Roach has been there for a while. I don't even know how long. It's been at least a couple months. I would not say that I did not watch any of the episodes other than the first one. The end honestly left me bewildered, but you did not watch any of the episodes other than the first one? Okay, well then that makes sense. If you watched the end of something and didn't see the entirety of it, then I understand why you would be confused by it. I'm sorry for my constant leaving the microphone and coming back. I think I got something on the plane flight back. My throat's sore. I have a bevy of fluids in front of me. I have pho. I have water with ice in it. I have elderflower and rose lemonade. I have a cup of tea, and I have Emergency, which is like a vitamin C and D and E and zinc supplement. I was just taking my... Yeah. One of my boyfriends only watched the final episode, but he says that when even the slightest mental health instability is him about to abstract. That is pretty funny. That's a pretty funny way to phrase it. It's also funny. Oh man, should I get into spoilers now, or should I give it like 30 minutes for people to like filter in and stuff? Because I do have some thoughts on it. It is a piece of media worth having thoughts about, but the thoughts, it's worth having thoughts about in the same way that you got to check that the new guy that just joined the club is like not a terrible person. Like you have to understand that people that Reddit like know what they're looking at. Where's what's his fucking name? Flume Blagmar? Oppo Rancis? Where is he? There he is. Do I do Oppo? I do that little fucking Q-tip head guy, right? Where's the little fucking Q-tip head guy? Did I delete him? What is this? What's changing? I don't see what's changing. I don't see what's changing here either. Oh, top right. Behind the wiggling little puppy. Something. I know those two. It was the spoon guy, yeah. I don't know where the fuck his head went. Whatever. We'll put Oppo on the screen instead. Oh, there's the great and terrible pig dog. I'm gonna suck some tea. Here's yummy. Here's the yummies. Let's throw the yummies up for a second. Okay, we'll just throw Oppo up. Okay. For those just joining us, amazing digital spoilers. Actually, can I put the where's the BRB thing? Ads are running. Here it is. Here, I can just do this. Control A, Control X. Amazing digital spoiler talk. Okay. I think the show was very deeply personal to its creator that said all it needed to, and if you related to it or didn't, cool. I cried for my own reasons despite the parts that confused me. Yeah, no, I don't think it was bad. I thought it was, I don't think it was like the best piece of media like ever. It had a little bit of the like Reddit humor for me, like a little bit too much of it. But in what it was trying to say, I think it took itself a little too seriously in like revealing certain things. But for to get into the amazing digital spoiler talk right now, so the for those of you who don't care about spoilers to Amazing Digital Circus but haven't watched it, basically what it is we have a main character who supposedly put on a VR headset and is now somewhere, and they are in what's called the Amazing Digital Circus, and there's a character floating around who is just some teeth and some eyeballs, and he's just like, I'm the ringleader, you're gonna go on adventures. And it becomes clear that all these people put on a headset and then were transported into some sort of digital world, where they cannot escape from, where all they have to do is go on adventures that are being put forth by this ringleader. And they can't leave, but it's not like it's hell or anything. Like, hello, garden snail. It's more like a purgatory. Like they can't leave, but they can theoretically like hide and do stuff. What? I don't think it's a VR headset. That's what they said at the beginning. They said it's a VR headset. Later on, we find out that it was not a VR headset. It was a brain scanning device. And this is, wait, I need to stop. I haven't seen anything. It is not a VR headset. It's a brain scanning device. And it is Soma, the game that we played, Soma, where All these little people in this digital world are not the continuation of a consciousness of of people on the outside world. They are brain scans, and they are digital recreations. They are going through all of this. The reason for the circus is to keep these brain scans active, and so that they don't like decay or anything, because if they decay, if they become unstable, they abstract is what it's called. And what that looks like in the digital amazing digital world is you become a giant like multicolored technicolor like monstrosity of eyes, like kind of like an eldritch beast. And once you do that, you lose all sensibility. You're just like a big like beast that like wants to go around and kill everything. So it is good to not do that. You don't want to abstract. That's pretty good actually, back. The crux of all of this focuses on our characters. It's like a character driven show, but really only focuses on like 2 or 3 of the main characters, and kind of their relation to mental health and the sort, like their identities, and their relations with others. At first, it kind of reminded me of I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, in which you have a bevy of people in which like everyone's kind of being punished for specific reasons, and the hyper intelligent AI is intentionally trying to punish these people, but it's not the case. Kane, the AI that's like watching over them, is not trying to punish them, just trying to keep them active. There's more information that kind of like goes through like the whole like arc of everything, but eventually everyone realizes there's no escape. They don't actually have physical bodies, that they are scans of people that live on the outside, and they kind of come to grips with that. And then basically what abstraction is, to get into the metaphor of it all, it's either like losing hope, or quite literally it's suicide. And people will come into the amazing digital circus and eventually abstract over time, just can't take it anymore, and can't exist any further. And everyone still remembers them, and the memories are what they carry on and stuff. It is interesting when you like have characters that you like kind of grow to enjoy, and then all of a sudden they abstract and you're like, oh, I see, like now that character is gone. It's a metaphor for suicide. You know, sometimes you're very close with people, and then they're no longer there, and you wish you could have done things to help that out, which is you know, it's not a light topic to talk about too much. It's not impossibly deep, but it is a important thing to what's it called, to address, I think, for like a general audience, because there's not many pieces of media out there that are like kind of getting into like, I guess, mainstream at this level. Like, I'm trying to think of something else that's like captured this much of a cultural zeitgeist. Like Avatar: The Last Airbender, like I don't think talked about mental health and stuff this level, right? An amount, but like all this sort of stuff. Due to the way the finale handles in particular, I find it hard to equate it one-to-one with death. I think it's pretty one-to-one with death. There's like a sentiment of like they can reach out and touch these abstractions, and within the abstraction, like the consciousness kind of lives on, but is kind of like given up. But I think that's just a metaphor for like someone is gone now, and you have these memories of them, and you can kind of like talk with the people and find out more how they were as a person, things that you wouldn't have done while they were still alive, and like kind of find out the whole picture, but it doesn't change anything ultimately. So the thrust of everything, which I'm sure everyone's seen, is that Pomni is our main character. There is Ragatha, who is kind of like a somewhat neurotic, Raggedy Ann doll. There is Kinger, who is a king chess piece, and he is apparently gone crazy, but it turns out that he's just been in here for a while, and if he's in the total dark, he can be kind of cognizant again. God, who the fuck else? Oh, Jax is like the main character, arguably. They're just kind of an asshole, like a Bugs Bunny archetype, but like intentionally pushes people away and kind of sabotages relationships, and then implodes upon themselves, and then try to act like everything else is fine. And Zubul, who whenever I saw Zubul, I kept thinking of Crow, because it looked like Crow's avatar. Zubul, who is like kind of like a punk, like a you know, I don't know, like a feisty person, who is willing to stand up to Jax, and apparently is like the only person willing to do that. And Gangle, who is like a just kind of like a very depressed person that is like kind of defeatist and doesn't really want to do too much, has moments of either mania or trying to like escape that depression, but it usually just kind of circles back towards it. Oh, those people, that's a me design. It totally is. Every single time I was like, I kept seeing it and I was like, wait, is it like, I wonder if Crow like made like their shit based off Zubul. But no, Crow was around way before Zubul was around. There's no way. It's very funny. Zubul is also interesting too, because there's a lot of like trans like metaphors and stuff. Obviously, so Jax, who is one of the main characters, very heavily hinted and then later confirmed out of canon, that the character is trans, and that's like part of the reason why like they are very what's the word for it, like they kind of refuse to self-reflect and self-identify themselves and like take time and be with themselves and learn themselves more. And that is one of the reasons why they keep hurting the people around them and pushing other people around. You forgot Gribble. I don't think Gribble's there. I think Gribble is a Simpson. Could be right though. Who knows? But Pomni, who's our main character, who's like a little jester, kind of like peppy, and kind of butts heads with Jax, and then we find out some more information about Jax as time goes on. They go to try to leave the Amazing Digital Circus, and then they find out they can't ever leave. In this like level of despair, hardly peppy, she is sogging. I don't think so. I think she's got energy. She's like bouncing around, not like bouncing off the walls and stuff. She is sogging because she's like a normal person, and she's like, this is all really fucked up. But as time like kind of passes, she gets energy to her, and her kind of like actual personality like pokes through. When she's having fun with like doing like the shooting game with friends and stuff, she's like, you know, a little gremlin and like running around and shooting people and stuff. Where was I? I forgot what I was talking about. Anyways, it's 9 episodes long. So the last episode, so Jax abstracts like kind of succumbs to like the terror of like, we will never be able to leave, and also coming to grips with like the fact that someone else who had came there, who came before Pomni came, so before our like main character kind of came around. 2 people abstracted basically as a direct result of Jax's actions. So you can very clearly see the line of like, Jax feels the guilt of effectively killing 2 people that he was very close with by driving them to suicide. That guilt is part of a lot of the baggage that Jax kind of carries. Also, Jax might have killed his mom. Unclear. In an argument where Jax like pushed them on the end. It's okay that Aaron Hansen the clown abstracted. Yeah, there's one of the minor characters in the background is named Kaufmo, who is just a clown, and he also abstracted. Which actually it's very funny too, because I was out of curiosity, I went to the subreddit to see if people kind of got it. Not everyone got it. But it was like, how could Kaufmo possibly abstract? He was such a chill dude. And it's like, well, that's like the only thing with Kaufmo is that, yeah, he's a chill dude. And sometimes people that are very relaxed and laid back are struggling with a lot and can have like, you know, depressive episodes and suicidal tendencies. Like, the same with Jax. Jax puts on a very like aggressive and like angry front, and hides a very broken in like interior. Not everyone presents the same way or will tell you how they are feeling, even those that you love. Which is that's where I was talking about with like baby's first like identification of like mental illness and the sort in other people. It's very important. It's very important like for like people who have not experienced like that sort of type of media before to experience it. So I and that's another reason why I think it's a good piece of media for it. But to that point too, it's not impossibly deep. Everything is pretty linearly analytical, if we want to put it that way. I also, to my point before about like, oh, there shouldn't be a season 2. I think that the abstraction is very linearly, it is death. And people who are like, you know, on the Reddit, I saw a lot of like, oh, well, like this will happen once like something happens, and like we'll be able to like pull the abstracted people out of abstraction, and then like, you know, they'll be them again. And it's like that misses the point entirely. The point is that they're gone, and like they're like, the fact that they are gone is a loss that everyone else has to hold and kind of move on with. Pomni at the end kind of grows a little bit closer to Jax than other people because they go through and see their memories and stuff, and we see them, I think, in an after credit scene of just like sharing a sandwich or whatever with them, like hanging out with them. And that is Pomni like recollecting the entirety of this person, Jax, and like accepting the memory and like being comforted with like the summation of the person, remembering them basically, right, as opposed to anything else. Wasn't just a glitch Twitter post, not in the show? I don't know. It might have been a glitch Twitter post. Yeah, that was a post. Well, so there's another thing with this is that the Gooseworks and Glitch have both made like canon things that add to the end of it, after the full like movie and everything like finished, which add context or add things that are just like kind of nice to haves, like the confirmation that Jax is trans, and that all that sort of stuff. All of that I wish was made a like it would have been nice to have it as an after credit scene in the movie or whatever, as opposed to having it being a Twitter post, or having like the show come out and explicitly spell out that Jax was trans, because I think that is something that many people probably missed if they're not like too familiar with all of it. Maybe I was watching super closely for Hammers, but Pomni got then blah blah blah. Maybe I wasn't watching super closely, so feel free to kill me with hammers, but Pomni got info from that closeness with abstraction that you do not get from a dead person. Right. That is when my reading of that is like, after someone dies, like at the funeral, or like if you do a celebration of life, or if you're like close with someone, something that the living get to do is kind of talk about that person like more and more, and learn things about them that person kind of really wouldn't have shared, like get like a better like view of them in death than you might have been able to in life. And that was sort of that. I also think the abstraction part of it, that's also sort of like a way for the show to be like, by the way, this is what's been wrong with Jax the entire time. I do think that like I think the show could say like, yes, this is abstraction, it's not actually death, they can be like recombined or whatever. I think that would cheapen the impact of what abstraction like means. Like, I think the fact that it is permanent, like loss, like death, like the fact that like we even have Pomni say, I mentioned it before, but like Jax goes to talk to Pomni and then is like, forget it, and walks away. And Pomni's like, I really wish I had stopped them and like talked with them more, which is a very common thing, and even without like suicide and stuff, like just in relationships with people. I wish I had the time to talk to that person, or I wish I had stopped them before they had done something, or I wish all of this stuff didn't go down and then we just didn't talk anymore. That sort of stuff. Yeah. Um, I think a little bit the ending of like all these people realize that they are brain scans, that they are kind of in this digital world or whatever. Um, I kind of feel like it's a bit interesting. Again, I think Soma probably does it like a little bit more intensely. Obviously, it's a game, so you're more like built into all the like the different decisions and stuff. Um, I saw people that were like, it ruins the moral of the show that they like don't decide to like delete themselves or something, and it's like, well, no. If you're going down the path of um these people are all brain scans, but they're still like people that can think or whatever. They still deserve to live like a full life. They still deserve to be happy and, you know, experience whatever it is they can and want to experience and stuff. It might be a like scary life, like it might be limiting and stuff, but the end of it is also kind of about like loss and trauma and getting through a very like dangerous and scary part of your life and losing people along the way and kind of building community and sharing memories and being able to move on with loss as opposed to just like giving in to loss and just drowning yourself in it. um that's kind of what it seemed like too. I think that also that message probably could have done with being a little bit more explicit of like I mean they showed them all kind of hanging out at the end and stuff, but like everything looked like a little fucked up. Like they had like a big pillow for it, but like eh. Um I think for baby's first Soma, like really driving the point home of like they can live happy lives in digital circus land. Like they can do good things. They don't just have to like it's not like a infinite torture dungeon or whatever. Like there can be fun people. It can be happy. Um, but yeah, it was not bad. I think it's worth a while. Also, as mentioned before, the animation's really good. Scavenger's Reign is something else that I was like, I don't, I think I prefer Amazing Digital Circus to Scavenger's Reign because I didn't like Scavenger's Reign all that much in terms of like plot and story. But the animation and the art in both of those is really, really good. Calling it Soma Theory kind of pisses me off because it spoils Soma 2, which is good. Yeah. Oh, I'm assuming that everyone here has played Soma because I did a playthrough of it. Um, Soma is good. Um, yeah, I think that's. I don't think I have too many other thoughts on Amazing Digital Circus. I'd be surprised if not you specifically, the general. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. Is there an explanation as to why they were brain scanned? Yeah, there was some vague shit. There's like, oh, there was this company, and like initially there was a person named Scratch who was like doing all this stuff, and then I think the what they settled on was like there's just a building, and people like the main character is like an urban explorer. And like went into this abandoned building and like put on like a headset and got brain scanned and then like left afterwards. So it's like in the 90s there was this corporation that was like experimenting with AI and brain scanning and stuff, and experimenting with like yeah with like AI and brain scanning and stuff, and then it's kind of defunct. So like now it's like a rundown place, and who knows how long the computers are going to keep going and that sort of thing. um I think seeing all the amazing, non-amazing digital versions, the characters happy doing well, works with some of the themes and undercuts but undercuts others by suggesting the characters aren't the real versions. Well, the characters aren't the flesh and blood versions. The characters are like copied from the people in the real world. Like that's where I think we get into the topic of like the somification of like are they both originals? Is one an original, one is a copy? Does the fact that they are computer programs like cheapen anything? Does it even matter at all? In the movie initially I was disappointed because I felt like Jax got nothing compared to the other characters. She got so little, including in the real world. It was intentional. How little she gets in both worlds. Well, but that's also a result of her actions or his actions. I'm not sure. Um, Pomni says she's just Pomni, which reads like she thinks she's the lesser version. Um, so I remember that line being I'm Pomni and that person out there is whatever the name is. The way I read that scene was the person out there, like, we shared the same life up until they put the thing on, and then I had an amazing digital adventure and they walked out and had the rest of their lives. And I'm glad they're happy. I'm glad they're like living a good life. But if I were to go out there and like recombine consciousnesses or whatever, we are two different people now. Like, I've been permanently changed by my amazing digital adventure. That was how I read that, as opposed to being like it's lesser. Um, but I was to that point, like, Jax has little because Jax intentionally like pushes people away and is an asshole and like is a jerk. Like, it is true that like it is sad that that's the case, but like there are people in Jax's life that constantly reach out and constantly try to help, and all Jax does is push them away, and like be like cruel to them, but like everyone, and it like it is it's a failure of like Jax of like not only to like reach out for help or whatever, but like to accept help that's being offered to like all that sort of stuff. Like, I saw someone come with a headcanon that IRL Kinger keeps Kane and Circus on like a laptop every so often to scan a new person just to spice things up and keeps them entertained, and Kinger's laptop being somewhere near Wi-Fi allowed Kane to do his thing and learn about the cast. I could believe that. Ultimately, I don't think it matters too much for the story, but that's a theory that I think could be real. There's a cautionary tale at every turn. She could have made the right choice but didn't. Anyone could be Jax. They refuse to take responsibility for their actions, dissociated their actions and themselves and onto an archetype. Yeah, I think that's a pretty valid read to it. Like, and we even see Jax at one point being like, "Oh my god, like what the fuck am I doing? Like why am I doing this? Like I'm a bad person, whatever." And then Jax continues to do it. Like, yeah. The full on is Abby is out there living her best life, and in here I'm just Pomni. Um, I don't think it's just like I'm not as good as Abby. It's more just of like, and I'm like normal Pomni. That's not how I didn't read it as like it being lesser. Um, but to that point though, I think also if you found out you were a digital clone of someone who was like a living person, you probably would feel lesser than the living person. If I found out there was a brain scan of me living in a computer, um, I mean that is a program, right? As opposed to it being me. Not that I would want pain or suffering or anything to happen to it, but like, yeah. It wasn't as well, but it's my CD is I'm not them, but I am myself. Yeah, that's Polar Stars. That's how I read it. I'm not. That person is not Pomni. I am Pomni, but I'm also not Abby. That person out there is Abby. I was okay with putting scans of me in my new game lavapool.exe. It is not okay. You cannot create scans of me. Don't do that. Do not make a scan. I gotta open my fucking pot in here. Fuck is all this? I've been drinking soup. Yeah, slime for cell. That's a pretty accurate descriptor, which is also why it's all like a metaphor for trauma. Like the Amazing Digital Circus is a traumatic experience. They're all trauma bonded together as a result of it, and they have changed as a result. And some people did not make it out. Some people did. Real as it existing in our world versus the digital world. Yeah, an organic body, a carbon-based life form as opposed to a program. Okay. I don't think I have anything else to say about the Amazing Digital Circus. It is good, pretty linear, and if nothing else, I think it's good for people to like watch it and then be like, okay, yeah, I get it, good, and then move on. And if you watch it and you're like, whoa, this is actually super, like, secretly super deep, that's fine too. But that just might mean that there might be some stuff about yourself that you gotta kind of look at. Oh, I need to change this back. Ah, there we are. Okay. That's enough about things that other people have seen and can relate to. Let's talk about my trip to Italy. Something everyone can relate to and have fun with. Something that everyone understands and can relate to. Italy, the Italian country, continent, the Italian continent. I'm actually gonna go to maps. Go to Olive Garden. Fucking basically, dude. Okay. So I went to 3 different cities in Italy. I'm gonna sneeze. I apologize. I didn't sneeze and now my neck hurts. Why didn't fish work? Why aren't my fishies working? Why aren't my little fishies working? Let me remove this. Streamlabs. Oh my god, where's my fish? There we are. No, it didn't. It unconnected me. Okay. There we are. All right. Here we are. Fish are back. This is yours, Polar Stars. Okay. So it was like a what 9-hour flight or something. Ugh. I'm rubbing my face. It was we left at like I think like 10 p.m. or something. What is it? No. 6 p.m., 5 p.m. I guess it hit me hard because I felt I recognize parts of myself, my own fears and Jack's. Yeah, that is. I think that's also like that's then I'm glad that you got something out of it. Like I'm glad that you saw that and recognized some part of yourself. And now you know, don't be Jax, which I'm sure you knew before, but like you know, that's why it's somewhat important. I'm with you. Yeah, it's also something too where like it's easy to take the actions that Jax took and then not reflect on them too and then be like that end up with Ribbit abstracted or whatever and be like, "Oh fuck, I did this. Whoops, didn't think that was going to happen." And to whoever said before about like sinking yourself into an archetype, like that's also how you do a lot more harm is being like, well, it's okay because I'm this person now, right? Hiding behind an archetype, I think that was the phrase. God, I wish talking about it all was the easy kind of way. God, it's so easy just to push it away, kind of. Yeah, being avoidant, that makes sense. It is easy to just like, yeah. I mean, having those difficult conversations, both like about yourself and with others, like you see it with Jax multiple times where like Jax goes to like try and say something. Hello, hi Val, it's good to see you. Jax goes to say something and then it's like, I can't, and then like walks away. But if Jax had done that at like any point in time and come like, you know, been brave, like because it does take gumption, it takes braveness, it takes some stuff inside of you to be able to be vulnerable to someone and then talk with them about like how you feel on the inside and apologize or whatever. It takes a lot to do that, but it is what Jax needed to do, and Jax did not do that. like ever. Oh, I gotta remove Oppo. I'm gonna drink more of my tea. I'm also having like a medicated cough drop. I'm really hoping these don't have steroids. Last time I got sick and I took these cough drops a lot, they're like decongestant ones. They had steroids in them and it kept me up. I was going crazy. Anyways, so the air flight over there, maybe we left at like 5 or something. I don't remember. But I got through immigration, or I like got to the airport and within 20 minutes was at my gate, which is crazy. It was so efficient. I was shocked. I got there, I go on the airplane. I paid a little bit more to be at what's called the bulkheads, which is like it's the place right before the bathroom, so you have like extra legroom because there's no like seat in front, like thing in front of you. There's a fear with, okay, I'm just gonna read that, bring it out loud, because if I read it out loud I'm gonna mess up all the words. Yeah, I think that makes sense, Aloe. Don't apologize for it. Yeah, I think that's a very universal experience. I think maybe more universal than you might know. Of like it is I think that's also like for people who are not neurotypical in general too. It's like if it's kind of hard to read people, it's hard to be like, am I being a burden on this person? Like, do they actually care? Are they just being polite? Or worse off, like, are they like doing all of this and they're going to use my vulnerability against them? And I think that's just the inherent fear of what's the mortifying ordeal of being known. It's the inherent fear of social communication and stuff. Like, you run the risk whenever you open up of like something bad happening, but you do have to open up. You do, like, that is a good takeaway from this, is that you have to open up, you have to talk about your feelings, and you have to tell people how you actually feel, or else it is going to go the worst in the whole world. It is scary, but it is required, and eventually it becomes less scary. I use my now favorite what's it called, grocery store metaphor of like, the first time you go into the grocery store, you're probably like, my thought was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Everyone knows that I'm in this grocery store and they think I'm fucking up. And then the 50th time you're in the grocery store, you're like, I don't give a shit. I could be naked right now. No one cares. It's the grocery store. And it's the same way with like being able to be vulnerable and stuff. Looking at the dream sequences inside Jax, attracted Jax, that's exactly how Jax thought others were treating her. Jax's mind pomni was like, I can fix you. Yeah, that's also something else too, of like, you don't, like, fearing that people will see you as broken, and as something that needs to be changed. Like, that's also like that's also an inherent fear. It is one of those situations too where unfortunately, like, good communication does solve all of these problems, but it is difficult to communicate well with people, and it requires vulnerability and requires a lot in order to get to that space. Anyways, back to Italy. So I get on the plane or whatever. I'm apparently underneath the like vent for the AC for the entire plane. So the strat is we get on the plane at like 6 p.m. my time or whatever, and then it's like a 9-hour flight, and I need to sleep the entire way because we get there at like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. or something. I don't know. 8 a.m. I don't recall. Like local Italian time. So I'm right under this vent. I didn't know, and I'm like trying to go to sleep. It is 50 degrees or lower where we are sitting. the entire time. Like I have my watch that has like a temperature on it. Um, and there's a vent blowing on me the entire time, and I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt. They gave us like a little blanket, but I am just like literally shivering for 8 straight hours. I do not sleep at all. I sleep for 15 minutes out of the 8 hours that I was supposed to be asleep the entire time. A really bad flight experience. Overall, bad. Um, then I get off. We have to like go. We get like a rental car, and then we drive for like a couple of hours, and then we go out to like lunch. And I won't recap every single day or whatever. But we go to this place that's like a local tiny Italian place. Like it's just this guy who like runs it. We're in this like beautiful little like Italian city that's it's like a walled city. So it's like the city itself is, I think, like I don't even fucking know, like 1800 years old. Like it was made when the Roman Empire was still around. And it was pretty cool to see a whole bunch of like old shit. But dog, every restaurant we went to was not good. We ate out every single meal. We didn't cook a single meal. But like I tried so many different types of things, and all of them were impossibly mid. We went to 3 different places. And the first place I was like, okay, it's like tiny, like, backwoods Italy. Maybe it's just the fact that it's like there's like some older people around here. Maybe this is like a retirement community or something, or the equivalent. Maybe that's why they don't season their food and stuff. Everything's olive oil. Everything is olive oil, and everything is pasta. And like for like fine dining and stuff too, what they try to push is like the purity and the quality of the ingredients, right? They try to be like sushi, for example. If you get really high quality sushi, you get rice, that is it. And it's really good because the sushi is so good. Hi friends, I came to the words everything is possible, which is true because I am Italian American. Pasta is only as good as its sauce. All of the sauces that I had, I could make myself, and none of them were good. Like, people also kept telling me, they're like, oh no, this olive oil is so much better than American olive oil. It's so much better. It was not. All olive oil tastes the fucking same. I tried like 6 different olive oils, and I was like, tastes like olive oil. And then I tried a different one, I was like, still olive oil. Same with like the pasta. Like we went to like this this chef's like villa, and we like did like a pasta cooking class and stuff. And really cool in concept. But then I like saw like the dish that we were making, because like we like all like made pasta and like made like the sauces and everything. It was speck, which is kind of like bacon, asparagus, a whole bunch of garlic, whole bunch of olive oil, tomatoes, and then like basil, oregano, I think thyme, maybe salt, pepper, a little bit of like wine and stuff. And that was not good. It tasted like all of those things together. And the chef is great. Like the thing was prepared the way it was supposed to like be prepared. But I kept eating it and being like, this tastes like tomato sauce on pasta. It's not revolutionary. And pasta by itself, only as good as it's everything that goes on it. Bread, garlic bread in balsamic vinegar, olive oil. Yeah, that's we had that at every single meal. Every meal that we had olive oil, bread, and balsamic vinegar. Though bread is regional. We went to like 3 different places. They had different bread each place. One of the places had like a really like almost stale tasting crust, and we got it fresh, and it tasted like the bread was stale. Not a fan of that bread. Other thing. This is another reason why Italy by itself was just kind of a miss for me. I did go to Italia, yes. We went to this place, and they're like, oh, you're gonna love it, this town has 13 churches. And I'm like, that's pretty cool. Like you'll walk down the street and like take a right into what looks like someone's like it's like apartment buildings, like 2 or 3 like story like little like apartment buildings and stuff. And you go in, it's just church. There's like 2 pews and like a like walls and stuff. And they got the crucifix. They got Jibo or someone else in the front, and he's having a bad time probably because he's God. And Then we go to the next one. It's similar. I think if I was really into Catholicism, I would have been way more into these churches. But as it stood, I was like, I kind of have seen one church. I get the gist. I don't think I need to see any other churches. And we kept seeing more churches, and I was like, that's, yeah, those are all still churches. I also don't know anything about Catholicism, so everyone was like doing shit with their hands. I don't know like what the phrasing is for it. Like crossing their chest or something constantly, and I didn't really know. I just sort of like smiled neutrally and stayed apart from it. Let me see if I got pictures. Oh no, I don't have pictures. Gosh darn it. They're on my phone. I'm not gonna be able to get them off my phone. Whatever. Um Honestly, now that I'm seeing it, I can't think of a worse person to send to Italy. Like, what is there for you? Crow, thank you for saying it. I felt so bad at every step of the way because I was like, God, this trip is wasted on me. What do you do? Like, I'm gonna have to go into work. I already went into work. Tomorrow, I'm gonna have to talk with my coworkers about like how I'm like, oh, well, there was pasta and like wine and olive oil, and like all this sort of stuff, and I'm like, yeah, and I don't like any of those things. So it's like the actual like countryside was beautiful, but the thing with a beautiful sunset is that if you've seen one, you've kind of seen a lot of them. Like I saw like a gorgeous sunset and I was like, damn, that reminds me of home. Where I've seen gorgeous sunsets. Like, it was cool because they had more mountains, but I've been on mountains and I'm like, ah, yeah, like mountains, like home, like only the mountains at home. Do they even have Yu-Gi-Oh in Italy? Oh, so like day 4 of the trip, we're going to Rome for the last 2 days, and I'm like, so this is also something like for like me the entire trip too. I went with the mentality of like, I'm doing this, it's like a family trip, I'm doing this to like to have fun with family. I am trying my best to like not like if I am not having like a wonderful time at something, I will not be the person that's like, yeah, all this sucks. Like, I will try to find like little fun things to do, or I'll like get someone who's really like excited about stuff and like help them out, and do things with them. So for Rome, I was like, well, I do want to see the Colosseum. There's a couple things I like wanted to do, like things because like, literally when in Rome, right? Like you want to do some things there. And one of the things I was like, oh, I found some OTSs, which are the official tournament stores for Yu-Gi-Oh. They like have the product and stuff. I was off by a week on the release date of the next big Yu-Gi-Oh product. It's this Friday. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll go. EU prints of Yu-Gi-Oh cards are usually higher quality, and Italian cards actually like have a little bit of a premium over like American cards. So I was like, I'll go. I looked at the prices. There's a set called Blazing Dominion, which just came out like a month ago. The set retails for $70, I think. Right now you can get it in the EU shipped on Card Market, which is their like card selling thing, for 40 euros. They were selling it at the OTSs there for 120 euros. 3 times the cost for a month-old product. And I was like, maybe this is just one OTS. It was every single fucking one of them was selling a mid set from a month ago for 3 times the going rate. And it wasn't even like, oh, but if you do this, you can't even get them in Italy. No, they will ship to your Airbnb or your hotel or whatever. And I was like, why? Okay, well, I'm not doing that then. So I didn't go to any Yu-Gi-Oh shops. I saw a couple. Saw some game stores and stuff. Like, I don't know anything about the Italian economy. I would love to like live in like a city like Rome or whatever, because like public transit is great, like in a mile walk you can get to like 80 different things. Like there's always like there's just fucking something to do. There's trams, there's metros, there's taxis if either of those don't work. Driving in Rome was not as bad as driving everywhere else. I didn't have to drive, but I almost had a fucking heart attack multiple times watching people drive. It was a nightmare. I cannot imagine doing it. The roads are like obviously not made for cars, right? Like the roads have been, especially in Rome itself, have been around for like over 1,000 years, and they're not wide enough to like accommodate a Ford F-150, right? So you will. There's also like, because of that being the case, you will be in the middle of a city center and have to do a 180-degree turn. Our friend of mine says driving in Italy was extremely scary for her. I need to find so this is the other thing that I kept doing was I had my phone, I was taking pictures, and then I would stop and I would be like, everything that I'm taking pictures of, there is someone who has taken a DSLR graded picture that will look so much better than my phone. And what I'm going to do if I'm ever like, I wonder what that looks like, is I'm going to go to YouTube and look up what that looks like. So come with me to YouTube. Hold on. There we go. Let me check to see if this is like what I'm looking for. Yeah, this is basically it. Yeah, but you took it. So I still remember it. This is probably good enough. Come with me to the Interwinston screen. So this is our second trip. We went to a place called Capri, which is a beautiful island that you take this big ass ferry. Sorrento is over here, which is where we stayed for a little bit. So these are the roads. Like, this is a little bit different because this is within the city center and stuff. This actually is good because it's not two ways. Also, all the taxis did look like this. They have like the thing open in the back, which was kind of fun. But like, you see this? Like, there's no signs. Now this road is two ways. There's just people walking around. This car came here. Imagine if you were a bus this size, like, and you just couldn't pull off. Okay, go a little bit faster. Gorgeous views, right? Like gorgeous views. But the thing with a gorgeous view is that you look at it and you say, damn, that's a gorgeous view. And then you look back and you're like, you look back at it again a little bit later and you're like, oh man, like it's still a gorgeous view. Fuck, the sidewalks are so close to the cars. Fuck. The fact that there is a sidewalk is extremely rare. I did not go on whatever road this is in Capri, but where I was, there was no sidewalks. You just walked down the street and then the cars honked at you and you like walked to the corner. Like, I remember like looking at the mountains too and being like, yeah, gorgeous. Well, Aloe, that's scary. We gotta go faster. I'm trying to find the switchbacks. Here we go. This is getting on the actual roads. So there are going to be people walking on these roads. I made it purple. There we go. Now it's green. You play GeoGuessr again? No. Experience Italy with me. Experience the beauty of Italy. Stop looking at the fucking... I don't care about this. Look at the fucking road. Yeah, so see this? This like 180-degree turn? There's so many of these. Green Italy is scaring me. There's so many of these 180-degree turns. And, like, if you're coming here, like, look. Is someone coming this way? On the left side? Do you know? I don't know. You just have to fucking guess. We were coming up one of these streets and look more to the right. Yeah, see, people just walking. I actually think it was right here. Yeah, it was right here. There was a car broken down right here. So we like came around and there's like a backup all the way this way. And the car's like broken down. The guy's just like sitting in and shrugging because now it's a 1-lane road and there's like cars going 24/7. And the car that was right here was too close and couldn't stop. Imagine turning the corner, someone comes the other way and they're green. Fuck. They're green the whole time. Fuck. Okay, that's enough of that. Wow, I said that's enough of that and it just stopped the video. I didn't even stop it yet. We're looking for the Capri chairlift. Yeah, so this is the chairlift. I don't care. You take a chairlift up to the top. You get in the entry. You go. This is the chairlift back down. This is the restaurant that we also ate at. Juice bar. Girl, show me the fucking chairlift ride. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you perverts? Show me the whole ride. Thank you. Oh, okay, this is actually really good. So this is the trip from Sorrento to Capri. So this is actually really good. So you see right here, there's an elevator and it's €2 to use the elevator. And you just go down an elevator. I actually took the stairs instead. My family was taking the elevator up and I was just like, Joe does not have seatbelts. There's a single pole. You'll see the pole. So I just ran up the thing. I was able to run up 6 stories on like a rocky like back switching mountain thing before they got anywhere near the top of the elevator. Also, this is also what I wanted to show too. You'll see the beachfront maybe to the left here. The beach is raw. Okay, you didn't see the beachfront. So this is what's called a beach club. This is pretty common in Italy. You pay like €50 and you get like a chair and then like a drink or something, and then you can like use the facilities to get to the beach. Directly to the left right here, this little inlet is where the quote-unquote beach is. It's just pebbles and rocks. Like there's no sand. It was nice. Also, to keep in mind for everything here, the entire trip it was 95 degrees Fahrenheit. It did not get colder than 95 degrees Fahrenheit the entire trip. It was very hot. Okay, this is the ticket booth. You buy your ticket to get on the ferry. You get on the ferry. It's the same ferry that I went on. Ferry takes you across the ocean to, this is Capri. This is the city. This is Capri. And they're talking about shit. I don't care. This is the taxi ride, same taxi ride that I took, the one we just saw. Roads are super tiny. There's a bus. There's multiple buses. This is how the chairlift works. So there's a guy at the end who like grabs it and tries to take you down, and there's a stop button, and that's it. I'm used to chairlifts because I skied a lot. There were like 90-year-old people, and they were like hobbling off and like almost fell pretty constantly. I was surprised there were not almost any stops when I went. So there you go. It hits you in the back of the legs, it scoops you up, and then that little pole that you just saw right there, that goes across your lap and that keeps you from falling out. You go up the chair. Stop looking, ma'am, respectfully, we want to see the vistas, not you. We can see you at any time. Is that you? It is not me. Is that man bleeding from his head? That is his hair. Italy is a dangerous place. What's next? Do they have hogs? They do have hogs. They have wild boars. They use them to make a ragu. So you get off the chairlift. You walk up. You can see some vistas. And then you take the chairlift back down. It's like 20 euro for the chairlift. I would recommend, I mean, I would probably do it just because it was fun, but everything's expensive. It's Italy. Okay, and then they went shopping. We did not go shopping. Oh, is this the funicular? This is the funicular. So I wanted to ride the funicular because it sounds like a fucking gazebo-ass contraption. It sounds like some shit that they would have with Horatio Digby and his magnificent flying contraption. But we didn't have time to ride in the funicular. So what I said was, I'll just go on YouTube and watch a video of the funicular, and I'll get a good idea of it. I've gotten a pretty good idea of it. It appears to be just like a bus that they put on a wire. So you get in and you go down on the wire. Cool. Oh, here's the ocean. I actually have rocks from right here that I stole. I brought 3 rocks back home with me. Those are my rocks now. Is that a big rat? That is a pelican. Water was nice. There was so this restaurant right here, we stopped by it, and I decided to pick up, we literally got an appetizer. It was stuffed zucchini flowers. My parents each got a glass of wine. Guess the cost of one bottle of water, 2 glasses of wine, and 3 stuffed zucchini flowers. Those were an appetizer. Guess what the cost for that would be. We were there for a total of 23 minutes. €1,000,000? No. €40? No. 63 euro. Crow? It was 62 euro. It was 62 euro, which is fucking crazy. For that was also it was house wine too. Yeah, they had a cover charge. If just to sit down, it was €5 per person, which was 15 euro. I think the appetizers were like 25 or something. Like, it was the most insane shit I've seen in my entire life. That's like $70 for this. Like, I was fucking shocked. No, the prices are impossible because of tourism. Yeah. Capri is also, like, you saw this woman, she bought Chanel. This is where a whole bunch of people from across the world go to like shop like very high-end fashion and stuff. So usually if you are going to Capri, it's like you're like bougie and everything. We had that meal there and that was it. We did not do anything else. Okay. So now you don't need to go to Capri. You've seen everything there is to see. Also, the lines in 95-degree heat fucking sucked. So hold on, where's Sorrento? It's like right, Salerno. It's near Salerno, right? So there it is, Sorrento, and then there's Capri. Anacapri, which is like, so the island's kind of split. Map jump scare again, I apologize. Capri and Anacapri. It's split. We actually got a taxi drive on the way up. And the first guy we got was actually like talkative and telling us all about like Capri and everything. Anacapri just means like upper Capri. It's like up over the mountains. It's like elevated up and stuff. But they're 2 different like distinct like gubernatorial districts, governing districts or whatever. Like there's one high school, but like, you know, multiple elementary schools, middle schools, all that sort of stuff. So it was actually kind of interesting to hear all of that. But yeah, so the thing leaves here and then goes all the way over here and then comes back. That was kind of fun. I want to also show you, oh my god, I think I just found it. Yeah. Can I? This it? What the fuck is this? I have no idea where I am. I was scary. It's in Sorrento, right? Yeah. One second, let me try to find some stuff. Peter's Beach. Intriguing. How intriguing? Peter. No, I'm pretty sure it was here. It just looks way different because it's like an older Google Images, maybe? When was this from? What year? Did it say? August 2024? Oh no, this is right. This is right. Okay. So like you'll see if you go up this way, like these are the roads. And eventually the sidewalk just ends. So, like this is the sidewalk. It just ends. And you will be going up these roads and people are just walking on the left and on the right with like this much sidewalk. And like everyone's doing it. Like, yeah, there's this woman right here is just doing that. What? Why can't I go up anymore? Weird. Why are you turning me around? What is fucking happening? Go uppies. I demand uppies. Oh yeah, this right here. So somewhere they said like, oh, there's like a 24-hour convenience store or whatever. This is it. It's just 3 vending machines, which was kind of funny. We also went back here. Where is it? Oh wow, it didn't exist in 2024, I guess. Yeah, it was an electronics store. It's so funny. Around here, there's a pizza store that sold like oh, here it is. Yeah, Pizzeria Michelle or whatever. They sold like full size, like probably American small sized pizzas for €6. Which is fucking crazy because again, it was 75 or 65 euros for like all the other stuff. So I was basically only eating pizza here, and the pizza was mid, but it was cheap. Like, don't get me wrong, way better than Domino's or anything, like way better than like, you know, bad pizza in America. But it wasn't life changing. Like I didn't nut, but it was good and it was cheap. They also, oh god, here's my other issue with food in Italy. And I think this is because I was going to touristy places or like doing touristy things or whatever. The hotel we stayed at had a continental breakfast. There is not sources of protein that are not extremely heavy in fats. And what I mean by that is like, we went to continental breakfast and it was like, you have like basically like raw ham or like sliced ham and stuff, or you have eggs, and that was it. Whereas like in America, usually you have at least sausage too, or like 1 or 2 other things. It was very common we would go out and like on a menu, like there would be like a pork dish and like 2 chicken dishes, maybe seafood, but like no beef, like no turkey or anything like that. Which is fine, but I kept hungering for protein. What else? There's something that was weird. Sunset? What sunset look like? Oh. Hello. Oh, we went to Pompeii too. I did not meet Sunset no when I was there, no. So this is what Pompeii looked like. What the fuck? Huh? Okay, that was scary. I don't know what happened there. So this was the coolest part of Pompeii, which is like the forum. Like a big open spot. What the? Send me back. I don't know why Google is scaring me so. Here we go. I did not meet the guy who died jacking off in Pompeii, no. So this is the cool part. All of this other shit looks the exact same. Nothing is like identifiable. Like you just see this after this after that. And I get it, it's old. It was cool. It was also raining and like these like little gutter things were working the entire time, which was very impressive because everything's so old and fucking scary old. But I kept being like, damn, another hut, another little hovel. What's over here? More hovels. More broken down old things. Pompeii was not worth it. 2009. Damn. Where was the other? Oh yeah, the Palestra Grande. Oh, they didn't let us go here when we went. It was all blocked off. Inside here, there's like museums. Yeah, and there are still the ash casts and stuff, which was pretty cool. You did get to see like the people who died and stuff. Like, but I mean, it's not actually them though. It's just casts of them. And it was understandably sad because they died. But I mean, that was it. This place right here is like an amphitheater. Pink Floyd was gonna have a concert, so we couldn't go past literally right here, like right back here. We could not walk past because inside of here was just a big soundstage for Pink Floyd's new Special Boy concert. So we couldn't walk around in it. This would have been cool to walk around in. They're having a picnic or something. The fishing broken? I don't think so. It's going twice per? Do I have 2 instances that open? I don't. Huh. Weird. Alright, you guys are getting free fishes then. Where else in the country was cool? Also, if you're going to go to Rome or Italy, don't get a rental car. Just drive. Don't drive. Don't drive ever. Where the fuck is the Capuchin monk place? Trevi Fountain is here. I think it's probably like north. There it is. Yeah, there it is. This place was cool. Hold on. In a couple seconds, you guys are gonna see some bones. Just be ready to see some bones. None of these are fucking bones. What? Why am I back here? I don't even know where Rome is anymore. Here it is. Show me bones. Okay. Yeah, here's a video from 2025. So this is a crypt, and these are all human bones. This is a place. It's a monk sect called the Capuchin monks, and there was a whole thing I was supposed to listen to. I wasn't paying any fucking attention. But between like 1300 and 1800, a whole bunch of monks died, and they put their skulls and bones and shit in here. And these are like dead guys that died, and they kept in here. And this guy fell over. Nah, they play in bone. It was pretty cool, actually. Very sobering. It was very quiet in there. There's like 6 different crypts. So this guy up here I liked a lot, where it's like that is death, I think, up there, and he like this scythe is made out of human scapulas. Oh, here we have 2 arms that are that crossed. They didn't tell us why they were crossed. More bones. It was eerie to see the bones, honestly. I saw the bones and I said, wow, that's a lot of bones. Yes, it is. And then when we were in Rome, we also saw the Colosseum. God, where the fuck is the Colosseum? There we are. Yeah, this is basically it. Go back. Give me the... Give me. Trevi Fountain. So this is actually kind of cool just because of how fucking big it is, and they made it a trillion years ago. But arm. Where's the Spanish Steps? Up this way, I think. Here? Here. So these are the Spanish Steps. They're just a whole bunch of steps. If you go all the way up here, you can probably see down. No, you can't. Okay. Anyways, that's basically all of Rome. The Pantheon was also cool. Now Rome's gone. Sorry, folks. I know you wanted to see more Rome, but Rome's gone. Rome go away now. They don't show me any more in Rome. It goes gray. Any questions? Any Roman questions? Any questions about Italy? What was cool while I was there? I'm closing my eyes and thinking. Celsius is without a doubt the worst measuring system for temperature. Maybe Kelvin, but like all of the AC units, they go up in either half or full degrees, and like a half degree Celsius is like still 2 degrees Fahrenheit. And the difference between 72 and 74 is measurable. Did you get your ancient Roman Gatorade? I did not. I wanted to make Posca. Posca? Is that how you say it? Yeah. I mean, I wanted to make it, but I ended up really glad that I didn't make it. So the last day I was going to oh, I did see Italian dogs and cats. Actually, on the chairlift thing, there was a cat that laid in the sun, right behind the chairlift, and if you like got off too late, he would glare at you. His name was Rachel, I think, and he was a guy, and he was pretty cool. Uh, the though I also think that could have been the attendant guy that was just lying, because the there was this old woman that was in front of us that was like, oh, is that a cat? And the guy's like, yeah. And she's like, oh, what a wonderful cat, and like wouldn't get, like, was like just staring at the cat and like wouldn't get up to get on the ride back down. So he was like escorting her, and he's like, oh, and is that a special cat? And he's like, yeah, very special. And then she's like, well, what's its name? And he's like, well, his name is Rachel. And she's like, oh, good. And then she got carried away. She got carried away in the gondola. Yep. Yep. Carried away in the gondola. Um many dogs too. So what I was told is that during COVID there was some rule where you couldn't go outside unless it was to take a dog to go to the bathroom. So a lot of different animals, or a lot of different people got dogs. So many dogs. It was a bit weird where like we would be in like a fancy restaurant, and then like some people would just walk in like fancy attire, and then their dog would just be with them the entire time. And it's like, that's fine, but like there's dog here. What if I was allergic? Oh, Stevo Citrus, none of the animals, all the wilds, all the strays, none of them were neutered. Or the other one. Neutered, what's the is neutered one of like only for one type of animal they get neutered? I don't know. I'm scared. I don't have any more tea either. I need to make more tea. Spay. Ah, neutered and spay. Right, because he says spay and neuter your cats. So the last day I was like, oh, I'm so sleepy, tired. I don't want to do anything. What I really want to do is make posca, which is like kind of like Roman Gatorade, but it was basically just vinegar water. And I was like, I'm just gonna go do this. Oh fuck, right. So the last day, the oh my god, what was the Airbnb that we went to was in Rome, and so we get to it, and like none of the ACs is on. It's like 95 degrees inside. We're like, okay, that's fine. We'll go and turn the AC on, have it cool down, and then we'll go out, get like a drink, and come back. We come back in, everyone's like hanging around for a little bit, and then they all leave, and I'm like, it's like 6 p.m. I'm probably just gonna chill until dinner. And I am sitting on my little laptop, and I'm doing some writing, and I'm catching up on my information and talking with my friends, and the power goes out, and I'm like, strange, the power went out. I'll give it a minute and see if it comes back on. I remember when you talked about being basic. It is basic. People don't know this about it. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go grab more tea before I tell this story, because I don't want my throat to get hurt. No one hurt my throat. Everyone fish a little bit more. back. Alright, oh no. Hey, why did I get kicked in my head, heart, and brain? What did I do? What did I do so cruel? Volt, I think I'm sick. I really hope I'm not. I got home yesterday and I was like, or 2 days ago, who knows? And I just like cleaned everything, dusted everything. And I'm hoping that I just got dust in my throat and I activated my allergies. I'm hoping I'm not actually sick. But my throat bad. I need to keep sucking down water. Don't be sick that we have puppies. Yeah, I know. Get healthy. I have ordered a whole bunch of stuff that will hopefully make me get healthy before Thursday. Are you a dusty puppy? I did that because, oh wait, I'm no longer dusty. Smiles. Grins so affably. I took a whole bunch of stuff today that will hopefully make me not sick ever in my life. I'm taking more tomorrow. I have zinc cough drops, medicated cough drops, decongestants, a whole bunch of stuff. You're gonna turn into a zinc man. I don't think so. Don't take zinc, it changes you. I know. I'm aware of zinc changing me. But when you're sick, you need vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin A, and zinc. Big man. Big man on campus. It's fine. I shouldn't have to talk tomorrow. I should be good. What was I doing? Something? Wait, I'm not petrified. You have to be quiet, pups. Will you all harmonize with me? What if we were all beluga whales? Is it working? Whale time. Hey guys, it's whale time. I bet the first whale to see a lighthouse was like, who's that? Who's that? Who's that hot one? Who's that one sexy mama? Oh, lighthouse. Man, it's good to have fun in it. It's good to have fun in it. Sirens were, as a myth, were made up by whales to explain lighthouses. That's like how people thought that they saw manatees and thought they were just sirens. Zinc delirium setting in? No. No. It would have said it hours ago, you fool. It would have been acclimated hours ago when I had my meal. You little fool. I've taken no additional zinc. I would have experienced the full effects of the zinc by now. You fool. It wouldn't have worked. Any zinc poisoning attempts would not have worked. Zinc is not particles. Zinc is atoms. Zinc atoms. I got fancy fucking pears like a month ago. I took one out of the fridge just looking at it. Gang, I don't know how to eat a pear. I don't know if it's one that you can eat the rind of or not, the skin. I could have sworn when I was younger, I got a pear and I tried to eat the skin and I was chastised. I was told not to eat the skin. Oh, my awesome power outage story. I didn't tell that shit at all. Ignore the fact I don't know how pears work. Let me get back to my story. So, the power goes out. I give it 5 minutes. And I'm like, okay, power did not turn back on. Wah. Fine. We needed to I needed to go get water anyways. I needed to go get like a special water from the water store. And I was like, I also wanted to go to a Roman grocery store, just kind of see how it was. 3-block walk. No problem for a guy like me. Get down, put on my shoes, get outside. Go to the store. What else do I need to get? Toothpaste, because I bought toothpaste in the States and I remembered too late this toothpaste I bought in the States. It has a mint flavor to it. The first 5 days of this 9-day trip, the insides of my lips felt like they were dying. It felt like, you know how you're dehydrated and the corners of your mouth start cracking? It felt like that on the inside. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening to me? Am I experiencing scurvy? Am I so dehydrated? No. I'm allergic apparently to something in like a toothpaste thing, but only minorly. Or maybe not. Who knows? But I'm like, I think it's this toothpaste. So I go to the store and I pick up 6 of the largest bottles of water you've ever seen in your life. And then I'm lugging them around the store trying to find toothpaste. They have 1 tube of toothpaste, and it is a children's sugared toothpaste with strawberry flavoring. And I look around and I try to find other things of toothpaste. I try to Google the word toothpaste in Italian to try to ask someone. Phone doesn't work. Okay, I get that toothpaste. I go to the front register. There is a man who is purchasing 50 things. There is one other guy. He's the one guy working here. He's working the register. He is like 60 years old and he is angry at this man who is purchasing infinite things. He goes and is scanning stuff, and then the guy goes, and then turns and like walks away. I walk up just with my toothpaste and water, and I sort of shrug, and the worker shrugs back at me and then walks over and begins checking me out. 6 large bottles of water, by the way, €2. Not bad. You go to the store and you buy everything you want. I guess that's true. The store man then tells me in Italian the cost, but I don't need to hear him because I can look at it. And it says the cost, and I give it's like, I think €5. It's like €4 total, and I give him €5 and he gives me a coin back. It's another thing in Italy. They love their damn coins. €2 coin? Imagine if I handed you $2 in coin form. You can do that in Italy. I think, call me crazy, I used to be very pro coins. I think coins are the property of Charles Entertainment Cheese. You cannot walk around Rome with coins in your pocket jingling. You sound like a little lollipop boy, like a little boy in his sailor's outfit who is rubbing together his 2 quarters allowance until he can go to the candy stop and get a big gumdrop. That's what you sound like when your coins jingle in your pocket. IMHO. I'm a fan of paper money now. I like it more than I like coins. I think coins are a whimsy delight. Maybe $10 coin. No other coins. I found a 1-cent coin, smallest coin, smaller than my fingernail. Jingling goes rob me, I love to get robbed, which is crazy too, because yes, it marks that you have cash on you, but it's coins. Imagine holding someone up and stealing all their coins, and then you're the jingle cuck walking away with your fucking pockets full of the little nibs and bits of copper and zinc, huh? You would feel ridiculous. You would say, just put a collar on me at this point. I feel so silly. I feel so bad about the thought. Anyways, I pay for my stuff. I get my coin back. I go back to the Airbnb we're staying at. And I go to put the code into the door to get into the door. Code doesn't work. Why? Because the power's out. I'm going to drink more water. Uh-oh, the power's out. So I call the person who got the Airbnb and I'm like, hey, power's out, door's locked because the power's out, can't get inside. And then after 20 minutes, they say, don't worry, just go across the hallway. My grandma lives there. Knock on the door. She'll hook you up. I knock on the door. No response. Knock on the door again. No response. I call the grandma's name. No response. I call the guy back and I'm like, hey, no response. And he's like, no, she's in there. Just go in. I'm like, well, door's closed. And he's like, oh, well, I'll see if I can call her. And then I put a hand on the door, push. Door opens. Door opens to reveal a dark room. No lights on. Windows open. It is 10 p.m. at night. It is 85 degrees. It is humid. It is scary. I look at the door inside. I look behind me. I look back. Guy's on the phone still talking to me. I'm not paying attention. And I say, Nona? Nona? Hello? Nona? And I hear, just a 1 minute. In a little grandma voice. And then no less than 7 minutes later, a grandma shuffles into view and smiles. And she walks towards me and she says, oh, beautiful boy. And I say, thank you. I would like to get into the room over there. The power went out. And she said, oh, dark? And I said, yes, dark. And she says, beautiful boy. And she squeezed my cheeks. And I said, thank you very much. Do you have a key? She says, you put the code in. And I say, no, it is dark. And she says, oh. And then she goes into an Altoids tin underneath the sink and pulls out a key and walks over with me and opens the door. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. She says, oh, can I water the plants? And I said, what? And she's like, the plants that are here, may I water them? And I was like, sure. She was like, where is everyone? And I was like, what? She's like, the people you were with. Where's everyone else? And I was like, oh, they went out to dinner. She was like, and you don't eat dinner? And I was like, I wasn't hungry. And she's like, oh, baby boy. And then patted my face again. And I was like, thank you. And then she tried to tell me that my mom was my grandma. And I was like, no, that's my mother. And she was like, oh, no, your grandma, your Nona. And I was like, no, she's my mother. And she's like, oh. I don't know how old she thought I was. I think she thought I was 12. Oh, it was 30 minutes of unskippable grandma cutscene, but it was very sweet. So she goes around and she goes to my room and she's like, is anyone in this room? And I'm like, no. She opens it and she says, this is your room. And I say, yes. And she says, you have a computer. Because I have my laptop out. And I was like, oh, yes. And she says, computer. And then goes to the door, opens it, and then she starts to water the plants. And she looks to me and she says, there's a restaurant underneath this window. The man tells me I can only water the plants at night. It's close enough tonight. She dumps an entire bottle, an entire watering can, not on any plants, just on the ground. And I was like, oh, do you need help? And she's like, no. She starts counting in Italian, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, trying to water all the plants. And then she takes the thing back and like closes it. And she's like, oh, but there's more. I have to water more. And I say, okay. So we like go. She goes back to her apartment and starts filling up the water thing and comes back. And then I hear the water still running. So I'm like, oh, she's just going to go quick. She goes to the next room and there's a bag in front of the window to start watering the plants. And she steps up on the bed to like put a leg over the bag. And I'm like, oh, I'll just move the bag. She's like, oh, no. Oh, no. And I was like, what? No. Like I moved the bag and she's like, oh, thank you. And she stepped on the ground. And I was like, I don't know why she did. I don't know why she did that. I don't think I described this room well enough. You walk in immediately to the right, there is a bed. Across from the bed, there's what I thought was a window. It turns out it's a little balcony with a whole bunch of plants on it. There was a bag in front of the balcony door. So then she's talking to me about all this sort of stuff, and she's telling me about all the different plants. And we get back, and the water's still running. And she's like, oh, it's dark still. And I say, yeah. And then she says, I will show you how to fix it. Immediately to the right of the door, as soon as you enter, there's a breaker panel. And I was like, oh, I already flipped all those breakers on and off. She says, oh, no. There's a calendar to the right of the breaker panel. She pulls the calendar, like a hanging wall calendar. She pulls the hanging wall calendar up. There's a hole in the drywall. And in that hole is a rat's tail of wires. White, red, blue. Whole bunch of them, and in the middle of them is a single fuse. And she goes and flips the fuse, and all of the lights, everything comes back on. And I'm like, huh, okay. And she's like, oh, everything here is old. The wires here, oh, it's all just so old. So I was like, okay. And then she's like, when you're not using the lights, you have to turn the lights off. And I was like, oh, so we blew a fuse. Okay. So she's like, yes. So I'm like, okay, well, the lights don't use that much electricity, but there's all these like AC units. So I go to start turning the AC units off. She's like, no. Keep those on. It's too hot. And I'm like, well, obviously the current strain flipped the fuse. I was like, I don't have the Italian skills to communicate this, so I just say okay. 5 minutes later, everything turns off again, and she's like, oh yeah, you have to go flip it. So I go flip it again. Her water's been running the entire time. She waddles off to go, I thought, to turn off her water. She comes back with a second, because I had the watering can. I was like, give me that, I'll take it. She's like, no. I was like, yeah, I take it. I fill it up from our sink and I'm watering the rest of the plants. She comes back with just like a glass pitcher and she's like, there's 2 more plants to water, but one of them is plastic. And I'm like, okay. So I go and I find the plastic one and I water not the plastic one. And at the end of it, she's like, thank you, beautiful boy, beautiful boy. And I say, thank you. And then she's like, oh, I will leave. And I say, oh, okay, thank you so much. And she says, do you want coffee? And I said, it's 11 p.m. And she said, oh, you don't drink coffee. I say, it's a little late for coffee. I was going to go to bed. She's like, oh, chocolate. And she looks at me and smiles and she says, you love chocolate. And I say, oh, no, I don't. No, thank you. I don't drink hot chocolate. I don't really drink chocolate. She's like, oh, you want me to leave? I'm sorry. And I say, no, no, it's fine. She says, no, 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 you have things to do. And I say, no, it's one. Thank you so much. Thank you for showing me all these things. I'm glad we could water the plants. And she smiles and she goes to leave and she turns and she says, do you like Italy? And I say, it's been very beautiful, very beautiful. And she's like, very beautiful. But you know, America is much more beautiful. So much more beautiful. Everyone in Italy wants to go to America. And I was like, really? And she's like, yes, but not now. Your Trump man is bad. And I'm like, oh. And she's like, we don't like him at all. And I say, well, not many of us don't like him either. And she goes, oh, oh, good, good. He's very stupid. And I'm like, oh, yes, yes. And she's like, he keeps putting his nose where it doesn't belong. And she's just ragging on Trump for like 5 minutes. And I'm like, yeah, we don't like him either. Yeah, we don't like him. She's like, he's very, very stupid, very bad man. He keeps messing things up. And I'm like, yes. And then she's like, okay. Do you want coffee? She asks, and I'm like, no, thank you. Thank you so much. I have to. And then she's like, oh, oh, I hear your family coming. Oh, I'll leave. Oh, I'll leave. And I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you. And I like go and close the door. My family didn't come home for 4 more hours. I have no idea what the fuck she was talking about. But she left, and that was my awesome Nona story. My like family got back and they were like, oh my god. And I was like, yeah, actually she seemed pretty nice. She was leaving politely. I guess that might have been why she was leaving. Who knows? But not now. They voted Cheeto in the White House, actually. What did she said some other shit. I can't remember it. I'm trying to remember what the other thing she said, which was very funny. I think it was something about like, it was something about coffee, but she was, oh no, 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 no. It was, she gave us like coffee cups like when we like first came in, and then she's like, oh, and bring them back to me to clean. I just love cleaning. I just love cleaning the cups. We were like, oh, okay, we will. And she's like, and if you have anything else to clean, just bring it to me. Bring it to Nona. I love cleaning. I love to clean the cups. And then oh, I was talking with her, like making small talk, and I was like, so like, you know, do you like living in Rome? She's like, no, it's very bad. I like living in the countryside. Everything here is too loud. There's too much of it. The countryside is good. But my son, he needs a Nona to be here by his rental to help it out. So I stay here, but I am old and I cannot remember too much. And I was like, oh, okay. And she's like, yes, but I still help whenever I can. And I was like, good for you, Nona. Good for you. The rental itself kinda sucked. The towels were rock hard, very abrasive. There was also mildew and mold everywhere, but you know, it's Rome, so from what I understand, it's pretty like every building is 500 years old, so there's kind of just a lot of mildew and stuff. I think that was the extent of my epic Nona adventure. My throat hurts so bad. What the fuck is it, robot? Oh, you have to change it in Twitch settings. Oh. I'll probably be fine. What day is it? Tuesday? It'll probably be at its worst tomorrow. I'll probably be fine by Thursday. Though, I don't know, the last time I got sick, I don't think I'm sick. I think I just have like a sore throat. But the last time I was like capital S sick. Um, it was like a month that I was sick. It was terrible. Vac, I don't think so, because I think Ragatha would have been like, we all have to group up and push through it all together. Yes. I gotta look through my camera to see if I have any other Italian stories to tell. Oh, I also watched The King on Netflix. That's a story of Timothy Chalamet is a prince, the Prince of England, and his father's like the king, and his father's like an asshole. And Timothy Chalamet is, hold on, let me put up Oppo. Spoilers for The King on Netflix 2019. And his father's like a piece of shit, and there's like a civil war brewing in England, and the king has a son who is Timothy Chalamet, and another son who is some other guy. And the other guy is like upstart, and he wants to like squash a rebellion and be a big boy. Timothy Chalamet, all he does is drink and party with girls, and no one liked him because of that. And he what's it called? As time goes on, Timothy Chalamet is there. Oh yeah. So the king is like, I hate you, Timothy Chalamet. You're a drunk. I'm gonna give the heir of England to my other son, who is stupid but better than you. Other son dies, king dies. Timothy Chalamet has to become the king. Until Timothy Chalamet is like, I know no one likes me because I don't want responsibility, but I'm going to be the best king in the world now. And then he has to go, I think, invade and kill all of France for some reason. So he does that, and Robert Pattinson is like the Prince of France, and he's like a little pervert. He's like a little fucked up freak that no one likes. And he's saying shit to like get underneath the skin of Timothy Chalamet. And then he like uh stalks children in the woods and like kills one of them and makes him another one go back with like the head of the other one. I don't get how some of this shit worked. And then the big swing of all of it is the Battle of Agincourt, and Timothy Chalamet doesn't wear armor, and he kills Robert Pattinson because Robert Pattinson's he's wearing armor, but he's in the mud, so he just keeps pratfalling, and then Timothy Chalamet wins. So not good. If you're a big Tim head, maybe worth a watch. Speaking of not good, folks, do you all remember the show where Matt Smith wears a big stupid hood? Hold on. Hold on. We all remember this, right? Matt Smith and his big dumb fucking hood. Folks, this is from House of the Dragon, a Game of Thrones show, and season 3, episode 1 and 2 is out now. and it's bad. But Matt Smith is there, and he's trying his best. The actors are all trying their fucking best, but the script is bad, and some shit just keeps happening. I like halfway through season 1, didn't like it. Don't watch any more of it. Season 1's the only good thing. Abigail Thorne is there. Yeah, have a Sandy VOD to listen to work to tomorrow. Oh, this is a bad one. Sorry. This is going to be a bad VOD to listen to. You might want to watch. Oh, has Jamie even been streaming? Never mind. Making Game of Thrones is cool and something you might not expect. Dogs? Dog perspective? Worms and digging ants. How regretful. Ugh. So Matt Smith in the Dragon show is a big old pervert guy, and he starts killing people. Abigail Thorne is in I think the first episode of the 3rd season, and actually kind of acts her ass off, and is a very good. It's a very good performance all in all. And give me the context for the 4 question marks, please. I request of this. I request you, Evil Narabar. Good for her, I guess. Acting her ass off. James can't stream because of the zinc. When is next James stream? Oh, James sleepy today. Oh, she just did video essays? No, so she plays a pirate captain named Sharako Lohar or something. And it's kind of weird. So the character in the show is a woman. But because she's a pirate captain, she is exclusively referred to using he him pronouns, and is called a man the entire time, except by like 3 characters. But the character herself is not a man. The character herself, like if you ask her, she would say she's a woman. She's not hiding it. Everyone else just calls her. Well, it sounds like a very fun way to be transphobic. There were a whole bunch of people who like hold on. Okay, Abigail Thorne is trans. People like were like I don't think knew that, and were like talking about like how gender was playing a role in everything. And like it's just multiple levels of gender. But no, like the character, so the context for the character is that, and the context for the entire story too, it's a very gendered story. The inciting incident is basically like there is a king who appoints a woman to be his heir, and he dies, and there's a council that's like, we're not gonna let the woman be the heir, and then someone else becomes the heir, and then that other person has has a daughter and appoints the daughter to be the heir, and then the king dies, and there's another succession crisis. So a lot of the like very clear dialogue in the show is about like in this like world, masculinity is so important that like the like what's it called, only by being a man can you be respected, all this sort of stuff. So but it's weird because Abigail Thorne's character is like this gritty like pirate, And she has like a mud wrestling scene, and she's like whoring around and stuff and doing like fun shit. But there's like multiple instances where like her teeth are like beautifully perfectly white, and it like stands out because everyone, all the other like extras and actors and shit, like all their teeth are fucked up. Like there's one instance where like her entire face is covered in like dirt and blood and stuff, and she like smiles, and it's the most perfect teeth you've seen in your entire life. And it's like they should have smeared some dirt on those, made them a little bit less pearly white. But she does a good job. There was some nervousness about her performance in the end of the last season because she's kind of hamming it up a little bit, but I think in this season they kind of play more to the character, and that I think she just got bad direction was the thing. Sorry, there's a drink in ancient Rome called shrub. Oh no, it's a fruit liqueur from the 1600s. Never mind. Abigail Thorne is in that show. Abigail Thorne is in the last 2 episodes of season 2 and the first episode of season 3. She plays a pirate captain. Of what show? The Dragon Show, aka House of the Dragon on HBO. It's the show where Matt Smith, pictured here, wears a big stupid hat, cloak, hood thing, and he looks dumb as fuck. This is him trying to be intimidating. Matt Smith also has an arc in the show where he finds out that women are people too. He literally, like, they stopped the show for like 3 episodes. He's the villain from Do you only know Matt Smith as being the villain from Morbius? Is that his legacy? You only know him as Morbin Time? What was his name in Morbius? Wait, Matt Smith's character in Morbius is named Milo Morbius? He's also Morbius? Oh my god, Matt Smith is also Morbius. Michael's surrogate brother, a wealthy man originally named Lucien and nicknamed Milo by Michael due to sharing a bet. What? Matt Smith as Lucien / Milo Morbius. Michael's surrogate brother, a wealthy man originally named Lucien and nicknamed Milo by Michael, in parentheses, due to sharing a bed with many previous boys named Milo. What? He named himself after a boy he shared a bed with? Is that common? Tyrese Gibson is Simon Shroud. Gibson describes Shroud as a superhero with a high-tech weapon arm. All scenes featuring this arm were cut. No, Jared Leto named him that after the first... What? Huh? Was Matt Smith gay vampire? Adria Arjona is Dr. Martine Bancroft. Arjona said the character was the smart one in the room and took inspiration from Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. This is painful to look at. You know what, folks? I'm sick. Let's do this. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up, little pup. The Akashic Records? Huh? Huh? Oh, boob. Yeah. Count Dooku or Donaka Mark? Count Dooku. Duke on him. That's Simba. That's a dinosaurs. Slifer the Sky Dragon from the manga. Oh, that absolutely can beat a fucking this guy. Are you kidding me? Slifer the Sky Dragon, that guy can fucking kill God. Are you going to harm me? 6B? You're kidding me. Slifer the Sky Dragon is 7C. 7C is town level. The Egyptian gods are unaffected by anything less divine than them. Are you kidding me? He literally fires a thunderball from his secondary mouth. I'm pissed. This is League of Legends, and this is a little anime girl. Well, I guess the League of Legends character is 1C. I'm not a god and I'm not a king. I am worse. Okay. Runeterra. Oh, fuck you. I don't want to read any more of this shit. It's a car. Of fucking course the dude from Naruto beats the car. Well, is the car sentient at least? Roga? I mean, it has nullifying glass. But yeah, this guy is one of the strongest guys in Nart. I'm pissed about the fucking car. It's not Doc Holliday. This guy just has a gun. This person can probably do fucking magic weapon shit. Whatever. Bela Lugosi or... Oh, this is post-training. I'm gonna say post-training. Yeah. That's a fucking penguin. If it's the fucking penguin, I'm gonna be pissed. Thank God. I'm not happy with you. Rice? No. Coot? Coos? Cock? Stop. Pots. Drop. Cast. Oh, Star Wars. Oh. Writer? No. Hero art? Star... Ooh. I swear they want me to do Star Wars. Port. Ports. What the fuck is a work? Oh. Oh. Got it. Got it. Stars. That's showbiz. Couch. Rude. Rude. Ruder. Crude. Throat. Secree. Director. Director. Producer. Thank God. Bye. Hmm. Olympic events? Fuck. Easy. Hedge, fence, gate, wall. Easy. Can, bottle, box. Oh, how you get beer? Do you get boxed beer? To recruit? I don't know this one. Bottle on tap. Can. Sketch? Okay, so it is box. We're just missing one. Oh, to like bottle up, can it up. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay. That's fine. These are not prawns. This is fucked up. This is pussy? This looks good. All right. So this is a dark beer with that. No. Battered sausage seems like the worst. That seems like it's going to give you the tummy ache to kill you. That seems like a horrible nightmare situation that is waiting for you because of the decisions that you make. It's still better than the gross beer. Sad burger on a bed of lettuce. Still, world's saddest Norwegian burger with a Coke for €5.25, and you get to fucking sniff the grass. Not bad. I don't think it's beating the pulled pork hot dog though. This looks like too sad of a burger. Okay, it's not this. It's never this. This looks like Anakin Skywalker after his extensive time on the planet that burned you. Lobster, steak, chicken tender. Sorry. What kind of fucking 6-year-old who made a wish to get $1 billion dinner is this? Lobster, steak, chicken tender, salad. Also, is this 2 plates? Is this the tail? Is this AI? Is this the fucking tail of the... Oh, it is. Okay. This is the steak. Did he take 2 bites of this and then put it back down? How small is his fucking mouth? Did he get his pet Ratatouille to bite this shit? Why is it so tiny? I couldn't do that with one incisor. I'm still voting for it, but it looks bad. Pizza splat. Pizza splat, no good yuck. Straight up. This looks like a hot dog bun that someone rolled over with a gross. $6.30 is too much for chips and gravy. I think I'm gonna have to go with the pizza because the chips and gravy, $6.30 is too much, and that's not enough yum yums. But fuck, people are gonna choose the chips and gravy. $6.30 is too much. There's not even any meat. If there was meat, then I would go for it. But there's not even any fucking meat. What's the point? What's the point of eating alive? I'm going with the yuck pizza. That looks like it was run over. Oh, thank God. Thank God my intuition spoke better sense into me. The Bruges Kiprocant with party sauce. Oh my God. This and some party sauce at the Fortuna Sittard 2026 in Netherlands. This and some party sauce, dude. Ooh. This looks like a baguette bun too. I don't see the party sauce though. Did they forget it? Did they leave the party at home and I gotta bring my own fucking party now? I know for sure that they're gonna... This could be free. They're still gonna spit on me. I'm going with the party sauce. Yeah. It's not gonna be the ice cream sandwich. Ooh, that cheese pretzel looks edible if you like cheese. I do like... God, you could put your thumb right in this and go pop and pop it out. That would feel so good. $7.50 for this, even if it's no beer, is a fucking steal. 34%? Have you lost your fucking mind? This is at a crime scene. Laura Palmer's right here. That's dirt. That's dirt in a sandwich. There's a fucking gum wrapper down here, man. Also, this is how you know this is a broken person, because there's no sauces and he's drinking ginger ale. Also, you can tell it's cold. He's drinking ginger ale at a cold soccer location. It's saddening is what it is. They put the dirt in this one as a joke. I mean, it kind of looks like a stinky yuck. I'm going for the $20 one because this is Laura Palmer's death. Yeah. Okay, gotta bring it home. This one should be easy. Margarita pizza. That actually looks downright edible. That's actually even smaller than the €6 pizza I got in Italy. They will never respect. God, $1, 1.5 runes. 1.5 runes, and they still neglect it. Disgusting. Show me the last one. Poland, where's the fork? Also, you don't have to call it a ketchup mayo mixed sauce. Just call it burger sauce. We know what that means. Or call it yum yum sauce. I like calling it yum yum sauce. If you're fancy, you can call it like a tomato aioli, but then you'd be lying. That roast beef and gravy roll would fuck me up. Who came yellow on the right one? Are you coming that much with that viscosity? What is your estrogenated dribble is nowhere near this. This is zinc sunflower lecithin and like chasteberry extract or some shit. This is some shit I don't even know about. They got little mice in your balls, rewiring your DNA to produce that sort of spunk. They're going crazy off that. They're having quadruplets. Oh, that's what happens when you get the burger diet. Oh, only burger diet. Why do they call it chasteberry and when it makes you I mean, you can still nut while you're chased, it's fine. I do like the chicken and chips a lot. Really wish they gave me a fork. Really wish they didn't put it in the little circus boy bag. The little bag that you would see, what's his fucking name? The Robin Tim Drake. When his parents die in a terrifyingly tragic acrobatic accident. He was holding this little bag of peanuts. And then he dropped it and put both hands to his mouth and gasped. It's a little peanut bag for a little peanut boy, but it's chips and chicken and cum sauce. If you have very prodigious balls. We're going for chicken and chips. 10 out of 10, baby. 9 out of 10 community average. Community average 9 out of 10. That is crazy. Well, I felt good for getting a 10 out of 10, but 9 out of 10 average. I'm just barely above average, it seems. Let's do last Fridays. I almost just yelled them to find their elf, but in the way that I'm not allowed to say. I'm gonna give you all a second to look at Gibbs for plumes. Lucky Tatties is fine. That's just a dog treat. I think I'm going for the Lucky Tatties. Yeah. On. It's not gonna be the Spogs. They know Jelly Babies from it. They know Jelly Babies. It's from Doctor Who. It's from Dr. Whatsit. They're going for the Jelly Babies. I would go for the Spogs, me personally. Fizzy UFOs for Cinnamon Oddfellas. Those look like cinnamon mints, which is disgusting. I think I'd rather have fizzy UFOs. Yep. Old fashioned black bullets are Army and Navies. Peppermint or boiled licorice and herb lozenges. Why is this one stuck to the ceiling? Army and Navy recruited a bat to live inside their red tub. Why'd they do it? 3.5 kilograms, that's 7 pounds. That's irresponsible. Are you shitting me? 7 pounds of Army and Navies? I'm gonna throw a knife at this. Give me the black bullets. I like how Jesmona is in quotation marks. It's probably going to be Jazzy's and not the coconut mushrooms. Those look like little penis. That's what I would say if I was a lazy comedian. You know what? Let's come up with 3 jokes here. That's not penis based. On the left is like a little tiny pizza. If you lived in a universe where everyone was super tiny and you always burned the crust. The right side bag kind of looks like a barber's bag that someone might give to you if you were in a universe of barbers. They're both in full white backgrounds because it's illegal. They're illegal. They're not allowed to be here. Chelsea whoop ass or the Choco Lick? Well, it's probably going to be the whoop ass. I don't like his nose. I don't like the way he is lifting it up on me at all. Are there any Brits here? Are y'all just eating dust? It says it's chocolate biscuit flavored dust. You're not even eating crushed chocolate biscuits. You're eating dust. Come on, man. I'd probably go to bat for you guys. Whenever I see a fucking hand pie, whenever I see your disgusting green peas, I go to bat for you. You're making it hard. You got an original 3 kilograms? 6 pounds? 6 pounds of dust? Even taking apart the fact that this is dust, you're supposed to eat it with a spoon? You just open the top and then just stick a spoon into dust and eat it? That's a joke. You're a joke. I'm going for the fucking whoop ass. What do you think they are, man? I don't know what the fuck a Pontefract cake is. I'm assuming I'm gonna go for the balls because people like balls more than they like cakes. Ancient coin or the balls? Nightmare Goblin or garlic bread? One's gonna go. I mean, I'm going balls. I'm going balls. I'm fucked. Life's fucked. During Pride Month, no less. No, fuck you. Don't show me milk teeth or foam shrimps. Why wasn't it the balls? We eat balls. Whopper. Whopper's just balls. We bite them. Whole bunch of things balls. Jawbreakers. We love it. Meat balls. I like it a lot too. What's wrong with it? Those milk teeth look better than the foam shrimps. I'm going for the milk teeth. The foam shrimps look like fetuses. Oh, wait. Wait. Oh, fuck. Because I absolutely would fuck cola cubes, but I want to eat pebbles so bad. Is this implying that the seagull is going to the bathroom for fishes? Why is he pebbles? What happened to him? He has a changing room? Where'd he put his, what did he change into? Was he naked and he walked in to put shorts on? You understand how ridiculous all of this sounds, right? Birds can have decency too? Apparently not. They're walking somewhere naked. Don't you all have those dreams too? Where you're like, oh, I'll just go to the store real quick. Oh, I'm naked. Oh, it's just real quick to the store. Then you get to the store and you're like, still naked. Fuck. Whoops. Now it's a problem. I'm going for the cola cubes. Fuck yes. Hint pots are funny money. Edible money for young go-getters. Pimp pot. Pimp pot. Money money. Oh, pimp pot. Oh, pimp pot. I'm pissed at this because what the fuck even is a Pontefract cake? They're also licorice. Fuck yourself. Fuck yourself. Can BK spare it? Is this a Mercy themed Badlands Shugs video? What's he sparing?
Before it's gone, folks, it's time for us to do this. This right here is Burger King's official Orange Dreamsicle version. Oh man, you know that McDonald's is 11 out of 10. So amazing. But this right here is the Burger King Orange Dreamsicle. And yo, we about to try it. Don't touch that mouse. It's been a hectic Monday. Lots of oh. Oh. Lots of oh.
Scary. We were in a different scene. He cut back.
Yo, little crunchy things in there. Hold on one second. Let's just see what this is all about. You know, the McDonald's one didn't have all the crunchy things. You know, we always got to compare this one to the competition. Let's just see what's going on here. Let's just taste it. That's nice. It's like orange sherbet candy. I can't get it on the straw, folks. And you know the taste test. Yo, you cannot
Rare clap.
beat any type of orange sherbet, anything. You can't beat it because
That's
it
right.
is delicious.
That's right, Slapples. That's right. Thank you.
Man, it's just as good as the McDonald's version, but this one is in a different type of temperature. This is actually a freezer, you know, a frosty, a slushy, I should say. Not a frosty, a slushy. So, you know, we're not putting this in the DOS boot. We're gonna do it in the PVC Piper straw, you know, like, like most of these. Yo, I asked for a large, and this is what they gave me. Straight up schmedium. Oh man. So this is not gonna be a long chug. So I give to you the half full, oh man, by Burger King standards, Orange Dreamsicle Slush.
I'm gonna say 5 seconds.
Let's get it on in 3, 2, 1. Eat the talk.
He's gonna fucking destroy this. Look how dark it is outside. He said it was a hectic Monday. What if he was looking the whole day? What if it took him 12 hours to try to find the solution? Hard to say that is a P or a thorn. I need you to give me a number. Thank you, Partizay. Partizay. All right, 3, 2, 1, engage turbo sex. Me and Mega Rayquaza won. Wow. That might have been the fastest chug we've ever had. Wait, that was a good fish. Cow chewing on his cud. When your cousin at Thanksgiving's talking a lot. enough jokes. Enough jokes for folks. We're all adults here.
On. Yes, I'm at Sonic on a rainy
Mega Rayquaza,
Chug
what would you like your
Wednesday,
half of the drawing to
and
be?
I guess, whoa, you could guess what we're doing. Today, we are chugging the ocean. Sonic's Ocean, once again. We are doing that ocean water, and we are going to see if we can
Amazing
beat
digital
the time
comedy.
that I set a few years ago. Let's see
Okay.
what we got going on here. Hey, good afternoon. Can I have 3 large ocean waters, please? And that's it. That's it for now. All right, thank you. All right. Let's see what this is all about. I think this ocean water is the best one from Sonic. That's the one that I like a lot. So let's see if it's still good.
Don't touch that mouse. You're watching Badlands Chugs.
Hey, how's it going? Doing good, man. I'm back. Awesome. How much is it? All right. Appreciate you, man. Have a good one, okay? All right. Oh, yes.
I like that the Sonic
Let's
guys know him.
Get this chug on so we can enjoy the rest of our day and stay hydrated with Sonic water. Welcome back to Badlands Chugs, folks. And yes, today we are jumping into the Sonic Ocean. Oh my goodness. Now, if y'all haven't tried this, I don't know where you've been, what you're doing, and what you're ordering when you get to Sonic. You all know that Sonic is official with the drinks, and the food is not bad too. But today we are doing the Sonic Ocean water. Just in time for Water Chug Wednesday. Man, this right here, I believe it's a Sprite. It's another blue raspberry Sprite. But this right here has been around for so long. Oh man, I slept on this a long time because I was like, there's no like blue Sprites out, you know.
That's very
But, yo,
true.
This has been
Polar
out
Stars, thank
for
you.
years, and it's the best. It is so good. But yo, you'll already know Sonic is not new at all. Yes. Oh, the goodness. I wish I could give this. Oh, no spilling. No spilling. Big ups to my peeps here. And so they know how I get down. They pour it all the way to the top. Oh my gosh. Oh no, I gotta
spilled
go
it.
out later. This has been official for so long. And my peeps here at the
Bro, he's
Wisconsin
sloppy.
Sonic,
He's a sloppy
they already
boy.
know how I get down. There's no half-stepping, no playing around, no doing what Burger King did yesterday. Oh my goodness. I couldn't believe I asked for a large orange dreamsicle. And yo, they was like rationing it. I'm like, is that it? You know, half was filled with orange sickle, and the other half was filled with cream. I'm like, what's going on here? We're not thinking about yesterday's chug. It's all about getting it onward. Ever
you green
upward,
him?
just like New
Yeah.
York. Oh.
Oh. Thank God. There we are.
Delicious. Did I rate this yet? This is 100 out of 10. It is so good. It's not a 10 out of 10.
Gnome on the right. There's a little gnome.
20 out of 10, 50 out of 10. It's a 100. This is what it is. Oh my goodness. And we are doing this right now, today, folks. It is Water Chug Wednesday, so you know what that means. It's time to chug the ocean. the Sonic Sea, okay? Where the water is blue and it tastes like raspberry Sprite. Oh my goodness. We about to do this. And you know, it is Arctic. This ain't no tropical, nice turquoise waters like in the Caribbean.
It's not.
This is
It's
in
blood.
the doggone Arctic Circle, you know,
It's
chopping
blood.
ice to get to this water like you
Blood
ice
ice.
fishing or something. But yo, enough stalling, all right? Let's do this. Icy cold boot, over 2 liters, Sonic ocean water. Raining outside too. Happy Water Chug Wednesday, folks. 3, 2, 1. Enough talk.
This one also does not get a drawing, but feel free to guess. Just to keep your skills tight. Tight and tight. 18 is what I will guess. Is this shit that mutated the Baraki? No, this is ocean water. He spilled more. He has to go out. Wow. 15-13. That is very impressive. That was a new PB.
Oh! Oh! Ha!
We did.
You know, when you doing like, I'm about to say MapQuest. That's how far I go back. When you doing like Google Maps, your starting destination is here for the code, all the way down the esophagus to the chest. The chest. Chest freeze is the destination. Oh my God, that was cold. I wonder if that beat the time of 16 seconds. 16 seconds is hard to beat because it's not the liquid. It's the fridge cold goodness of this Sonic icy blue ocean water. Oh.
We witnessed something here today, folks. Watch one more. Let's go through Pomni to watch one more.
We got something new for you. Oh, yes. Have you seen this Mountain Dew before? Well, maybe you have inadvertently, all right, without knowing it.
Bro, don't say such things.
Brand new and in person.
It'll make me stomp my feet in joy.
Blackberry citrus. Oh, man. Let's get into it because I know this one is going to be good.
Don't touch that mouse. You're watching Badlands Chugs.
Welcome to another episode of Badlands Chugs, folks, and today we are doing.
Bro, don't say
something
such
new
things.
from
You'll make
Mountain
me
Dew.
stomp my
This,
feet
my
in
friend,
anger.
is Mountain Dew Blackberry Citrus. Oh man, as I read it, it says that it is.
What if it was Mountain Dew Secrets and they hid something from you? They hid a
This
dark
looks
little
like it's
tale from
new.
you.
Blackberry citrus. We got the little hot air balloon and all that stuff. But I have a theory. I think this right here is Mountain Dew Legend. Do y'all remember Mountain Dew Legend? That was the exclusive Buffalo Wild Wings drink. And that one was also Blackberry Citrus. It was discontinued, didn't last long, it was a limited time thing there. But yo, this might be this. So let's crack this open. Oh, the best sound ever. Let's just find out. Because it's T. Kenny every time he says that because he said it first. Yo, this right here is Mountain Dew Legend, folks, in a bottle. Oh man, I'll never forget that taste. Ah, delicious, so good. I think they tweaked it a little bit, all right? But the thing about it is that since you're getting it from a bottle, the consistency as far as the taste stays the same
scaring me.
because you know it varies every Buffalo Wild Wings you go to because you know it's a machine. You know
Don't
what I'm
get angry.
saying?
Look at Pomni.
You know, you
Pomni
could
makes you
get it
happy.
when it's
Happy
like
Pomni.
freshly, you know, the syrup is freshly in there, and then you know what I'm saying, once it gets used up, you know, and it gets watered down, you know what I'm saying, and it won't taste the same. But yo, this is what it is. Yo, this is a 10 all the way, man. 10, 10, 10. I love it. Oh man, you gotta try this if you can get this. Ah, yes. So you know I got a few of these. Ah, yes. So you know I got a few of these. Ah, ah, yes. Ah, yes. So you know I got a. So you know I. So you know. Ah, yes. So you know I got a few of these. Ah. Since I only have two hands, I gotta pre-open these puppies. Oh man. Because you know I've given them the gift of the Das Boot. Yeah, let's get it in there. This is it. The goodness of Mountain Dew. I was about to say Mountain Dew Legend. Mountain Dew Blackberry Citrus. Well, this is basically what it is, in my opinion. All right. Let's continue to pour, folks. Indy Kaiser, not Das Boot, the one that he signed. Big ups to him all day. You know, he's doing
Is
this
there a way to
Streaming
make brown look
University
a different color?
thing again. I wish him all the best. Oh,
No.
it's pouring in there. And yo, I haven't been posted in a while because I think I just took a few days off. This has been a special weekend for New Yorkers. I mean, Mrs. Badland's birthday was this weekend, so we was just chilling out in the city, going to see a Broadway show and everything. And to put the icing on the cake, the New York Knicks won. Knicks are champs. Oh my goodness, big ups to the Knicks all day. Us Knicks fans has been waiting a long time since '73 for this to happen. And yo, big ups to the starting five and the rest of the Knicks team and everyone who supported, you know what I'm saying? Because we did it. Knicks in 5. Last one.
Straight up,
folks.
I did not.
Oh,
I
my
follow
goodness.
sports. I did not follow any
Man,
of
this
the
is gonna be
basketball stuff.
so,
Basketball is a very boring
so
sport,
good.
IMO.
Oh, this
I
is
have no
it.
informed
This is everything.
ideas about
It's
basketball.
Mountain Dew Blackberry Citrus. Folks, we are getting ready to chug a Casey's exclusive something new. We are doing Mountain Dew Blackberry Citrus. Oh man, yes, this is a blackberry citrus drink. I believe it was Mountain Dew Legend. I think it might have also been that Blackberry Citrus Game Fuel. Who's calling me?
Gay fuel?
Hold on 1 second. My bad, folks. I'm sorry about that. But yo, let's get this
I've only been
done
following the
before
World Cup for
any other
America.
interruptions happen. Mountain Dew Blackberry Citrus. 3, 2, 1. Enough talk.
Oh my god.
Oh, oh, my goodness, yo, that was delicious, man. Oh, delicious.
Okay, my mouth is hurting. Omni. Our little Pomni friend. All right, folks. My throat started hurting more at the end of it, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thank you all for coming out. Sorry for not being around last week. Whoa, hot sauce bear. It says that you said pump. Oh, there's Pomni. Oh, there's Pomni. Pomni, Pomni, ooey, oo. What's that from? Pomni, Pomni, ooey, oo. Thank you guys for coming out. Sorry if I was not around last week. I'll be around. I'm so sleepy. I'm gonna go to puppy bedtime. I'll be fine. I think it's just talking. Me too. I will hopefully be all fixed by next Tuesday, in which we will do a stream of high energy and explosivity. Everyone, I will not be in Denmark anytime soon, but thank you all for listening. Thank you all for coming around. Have a wonderful week. See you next Tuesday. Wagadagabo and Ugubaba. And to all the VOD watchers out there.